when the idea came to make this 10 minutes presentation, I thought it would be great to present you a little of Haifa. Because when you hear about Haifa coming to visit Israel, most tourist books and most tourist guides say Haifa, a place to go by. You go to Akko, you go to Nazareth, you go to Sea of Galilee, nothing to see in Haifa. Actually, to see Haifa more or less is this picture from about 200 years ago. Nothing. A mountain, nothing more to see. But the truth is, there's much more. And I will be surprised if not only people from the international school here, but even if any Israelis here will know all the places I wish to mention. Now, the problem was not to find the places. There are a lot of things to see in Haifa, and the problem was not to put in. And I quite hesitated. At the end, I decided to take two routes and to present you with what's to see in the two routes. Everything you see here, all the information, I also put on the web cafe, so you can go to the exact links to see the places. So, this is Haifa seen 200 years ago, but actually I want to show you something else. So I took two routes. This is the map of Haifa from the overview. I marked them with numbers, and the numbers are referred to in the cafe. And I tried to find a way to upload the whole presentation, but I did not succeed. But if I could, with the help of Eitan or anybody else, I will load it and you'll see the direct connection of the links to the places. Where do we start? We come to Haifa from the south. So we go along the beach. Haifa is one of the most spectacular beaches and promenades in Israel. All the beaches are free. And we start from the south, we go through Dado, we walk on a promenade that's only lately been connected all around, and then we go to the Carmel beach. And then we reach this place in Chikmona. Now this spot, actually it's been inaugurated only a week ago. Wonderful promenade. You can go through the water, you can go through the promenade, go with bicycle, a special route for bicycles too. And then we reach Chikmona. Now history of Haifa does not begin only here. History of Haifa does not begin only here, it was 200 years ago. Actually, in Chikmona, there's an ancient harbor from the Bronze Age. And you can go there and you can see the docks in the water, you can see the town, which is on a small mountain, near which you will see the Institution for Research of the Sea and Lakes. And then we go on and we go through Bat Galim. The promenade goes all the way over here, which is worthwhile. But we do not take this promenade, we stop over here. And after we go to Chikmona number 3, we take number 4. Number 4 is a cable car. I don't know if you noticed, there's a cable car going from Bat Galim to the top of Mount Carmel. What's exactly opposite to the sea. An interesting point about Haifa, this place here, 50 meters width, is where you have the connection of the valley, the sea, and the mountain. Actually, it's so narrow that I had to squeeze everything together, the train and the roads and the passages. So exactly over this place goes the cable car, from the bottom from Bat Galim up to here. Of course, all the connections, all the links show you the hours, the phones, the prices, and everything that goes along with it. And when we go over by the cable car, and we admire the view around it, the cable car is actually glass balls, so you can see everything all around. When you admire what's happening around, you can see beneath you a very interesting place, which is the museum, the Naval and Immigration Museum. We follow with Haifa everything that goes with history. The history of Israel has been very interesting because actually I think it's the only single country in the world where a big part of the population have been illegal immigrants coming over here throughout the years, from beginning or from before World War II till after the independence, till after the Declaration of Independence, because this whole area was blockaded by the British, who did not allow Israeli immigrants to come in. So in here, in this museum, we have a very interesting combination of the history of the illegal immigration, the history of the Israeli Navy, and you have special items that you cannot find anywhere else. Beginning with a submarine, beginning with a special missile boat, beginning with torpedo boats, and everything that follows the naval history from the immigration to the Israeli Navy as of today. And we reach, after we pass over number 5, we reach number 6, which is Stella Maris, the top of the Carmel. Now, you might want to come to here at noon, but you might even better like to come to here in the evening. A location built over this fantastic view, a building that has 3 stories of restaurants. All the restaurants have glass walls, so you're sitting in a restaurant, and we're not going to 100 meters, maybe 300 meters to number 7. We view Mount Carmel from the other side. If here we're looking to the view to the north and to the east. Here we will look to the west, and you can find here a pillbox, a British post from World War II, which they used to spy and look for Italian vessels and for Italian planes that were expected to come and attack this place over here. We're going here over the ridge of the mountain, over Chernichovsky Avenue. If we go on the top ridge, we can see to our west, the sea from one side, and to the north, the sea from the other side. Actually, from this view, you can actually see that Haifa is a peninsula. Okay? Look at the shape, it's quite big, but it's a peninsula. And we go to an interesting place over here, the sculpture garden. A sculpture garden by a very gifted artist who decided on this very place with the wonderful view of the sea to plant quite a number of sculptures, mainly dealing with people, with expressions, and with family. It's worthwhile visit over here. So this was part number one. If you're asking me, you cannot do it in one day, because if you want, you can spend in the Naval and Immigration Museum a couple of hours. The walk around here can be fun. On a good day, you can stop and dip into the water, or take a swim, or go around. And then we go to our second pass. The second pass goes on another side of the ridge, on Panorama Street. We start here in Louis Promenade, a wonderful promenade that also goes into history. You can find there an ancient cannon, an ancient Turk cannon, which used to defend Haifa. You can find there a few statues hiding in the shade, and you can find here a garden named after Allenby, the British general who conquered this area from the Turks in 1917. We go down here 1,000 stairs, a wonderful walk. You go just down the mountain through stairs all the way to the harbor. Something you not know, a real thrilling walk, and you can walk around here in the downtown. And before I finish, because my time is going to be over, I would like to direct you to a few other places. First of all, the Gon Silo, a grain silo, which has a unique museum of grain through the ages, from a couple of thousand years ago till today. And by the end of the tour, of the organized tour over there, you go actually through the silo itself, which is supposed to be one of the most efficient grain silos in the world. You can go over here to the German colony, named after the Germans that were living in this area with very spectacular homes and houses. It has been restored, a wonderful area with wonderful restaurants, also the Museum of Haifa. And you can go back up to the Carmel using Haifa subway. Haifa has a subway, the Carmelit, goes from here up to here, maybe 10 minutes drive. Very interesting and peculiar. So, very short visit to Haifa, 16 places worthwhile a visit. You will find them on site. And last question. First of all, what you have over here is the links to all of these places I mentioned according to the numbers, and I hope you can load it also that you can get these by yourself. And one of the places that I didn't mention on purpose, when we go down these steps, over here, we pass a very interesting building. This is the building. Anybody guess what it is?
That's a techno.
That's right.
That's
Architecture
the original
faculty.
Technion, built in Hadar, when this was more or less the only building around here at the beginning of this century. Where you're sitting right now in the Technion city, there was nothing 1960. It started being built in 1960. All the Technion was concentrated over here. This unique place with a historic building has a unique history. You can find here in front of it a small garden with palms planted by Albert Einstein. What about him? Visited here. And this building hosts now one of the most interesting technological and science museums, including also the history of science and technology.
We need to stop now.
We stop now.
But I will upload everything. If you email me the presentations, until we can do it ourselves, Rafi will tell you what's the state of the permission and everything. We are experimenting, obviously, just like you. We have a project in startup, so we test all the time. So first of all, thank you very much.